Hello everyone and welcome to Siriana Tarot. This is a no communication love reading for Capricorn. Focus on a connection where communication may currently be limited, paused, or unclear. We'll explore your energy, the energy of the person on your mind, and the emotional dynamic between you, not to fix or chase anyone, but to support your clarity, self-trust, and emotional steadiness. As always, take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so your person is showing up here as the Judgment card, Aries, Scorpio energy. Okay, powerful energy there, Capricorn. This could be somebody who just wants to up-level this connection, or somebody who wants a second chance. This can also be somebody who's up-leveling in their life, right? But they're making a decision here. They're seeing you as the Six of Wands. Powerful, passionate, successful, getting a lot of attention. You're the one that they want. And we see the Four of Swords. So their future action towards you, though, is not a whole lot of movement just yet. All right. I feel this person spends a lot of time thinking about you, especially when they're, getting ready for bed or going to sleep. And we see the Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, but they know they need to get out of their head. This is something they've been avoiding. And they may be a little bit worried here, Capricorn, that somebody else is going to sweep you off your feet here. The Six of Wands, because you get a lot of attention. You're really successful. So they are making this decision, right? Even though they've been avoidant. Now, some of you could be in breakup or in separation, or you've had a fight or an argument with this person, and they've just kind of needed to go within. They've gone quiet while they're making this decision. But for others of you, this is a secret admirer who's really been stressing about you, but they've been avoiding coming towards you. Yeah, this person sees you as their Two of Cups. They see you as their soulmate. And we see the Ten of Wands in reverse. And they know they need to bite the bullet here. Ten of Wands, they've got to get this off their chest. I just feel like, especially at nighttime, I feel like they're just really consumed by you, Capricorn. Think about you nonstop. And it's starting to weigh pretty heavy on them. But they want this new beginning or this fresh start with you. They're seeing you as the Six of Wands, which is a victory card. It's also a marriage card. We see the Devil card coming through, or the Devil archetype, which is your major arcana. So they see you in alignment. And now sometimes we can read the Devil as something toxic or something karmic in nature, but I just think this confirms that message of sleepless nights, being pretty consumed by you, very physically attracted to you. But they also see you as in alignment, hardworking, stable. You're somebody who perseveres. You're somebody that people rely upon. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you are still healing from something. Some of you, if this is like a work connection, you've been out. Maybe you've had like a bit of a cold or the flu or something like that. But the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is more so them not seeing you invest a lot of time or effort into this connection, either because there's a pause here between you, or because you're getting attention elsewhere, or you don't even know that they like you. So this person, Four of Swords, is not really quite ready for action. They're making the decision. But then we've got the Page of Cups, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. An apology or a love offer. All right, but it's like they want to be calm and grounded when they come in. And we see the Eight of Swords. Yeah, they're ready to make this love offer, but they're nervous as anything. And we see the King of Wands, how you're going to be feeling. Passionate, on top of the world. The King of Wands is sexy, attractive, moving forward. I feel like once you know Capricorn, you're going to be like, yes, let's move this forward. But the King of Wands also knows his worth and his value, and also knows that you have other options available to you, and you have work and you have other responsibilities. So I feel like you're in a really good place, and I actually feel a lot of my Capricorns, you're shining right now, and if you're not, you will be soon. All right, let's see what else we need to know about this person. Okay, so we see the seventh chakra. So when we have a blocked crown chakra, it's like sometimes we have a hard time seeing union or seeing how union will take place. It can create a little bit of brain fog, a little bit of confusion. All right, yin-yang energy. Yeah, they definitely see you as soulmates, but soulmates in separation. They're a little bit off balance here behind the scenes, Capricorn. And I think it's because they know they need to make a move. And look at that. We get the angel of balance also coming out in reverse. So they're off balance behind the scenes is just confirmation there. And with the temple path, but they are being divinely guided towards you, or the path towards you, or how they're going to ask you out, how they're going to apologize, how they're going to come towards you is definitely opening up here. Okay. So let's go ahead and see what their shadow might be, or what might be blocking them. What else we need to know about this person. All right, so we see excuses. You have so many excuses, so many reasons that it never works out. Find reasons that it can work. Yeah, so they might have a little bit of, they might drop into pessimism here at times. All right, and eye candy. Beauty fades, choose someone for their inner beauty and personality. Okay, so maybe this person has sort of dealt with people who are quite superficial. Not to say that they don't find you sexy and attractive. They certainly do, and you're certainly coming out that way. But I also think this person, may have had a history of kind of getting involved with people who are a bit superficial or vain. So they just want to make sure, that things are different here with you. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck here, we see being cold. So yeah, some of you, this person is a bit avoidant. You seem unapproachable because you're aloof. Try being more friendly. So they definitely know they need to let you know how they're feeling, or they need to come towards you. And I do think it's just creating a bit of anxiety here for them behind the scenes. All right, so let's see what they would like to say to you. What does this person want to say to my Capricorns? All right. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. Okay, so they've been doing a lot of reflection. They're gaining clarity. All right, that's why they've been silent, and we still have things to resolve and discuss. So they feel like it's not quite over yet, whether, you've had a fight or an argument, or it's just somebody who's crushing on you here. And they're always daydreaming and longing for you, Capricorn. So, it's really, really strong secret admirer vibes. And like I said, for a lot of you, it's somebody new who's just a little hesitant or a little bit nervous. But for others, it certainly can be somebody you've been dealing with or you've dealt with in the past. All right, so let's see what's hidden. What's hidden here for my Capricorns? All right, healing one another. Okay, so there's potential for you to heal one another. Beautiful. And divergent backgrounds. So you and this person come from very different backgrounds, whether that's socioeconomic backgrounds, cultural backgrounds. They're from a different city, state, country, or their parents come from a different country, or they do. All right, and we see different goals. So I feel like that's kind of the fear here, right? Is like, are we on the same page? Do we want the same things? All right, if you see any sort of shadows here in this reading, I do have a cat who really was interested in your cards there for a second. All right, let's keep going. Let's see. What else do my Capricorns need to know here? What else do my Capricorns need to know? All right, talking. So this person is going to be opening up. I mean, it might not be like a major confession, Capricorn. If it's someone you work with or you see out and about in the community, like at the gym or their neighbor, or you see them at the store, like this person is going to start talking, maybe start with some small talk at first. But I also feel like, again, if you're in separation, this is them sending you messages. And we see separation. So you're clearly not together with this person. And they're missing you, or they're thinking about you, but they're unsure of the future here. All right, advice and guidance for my Capricorns, please. Advice and guidance for my Capricorns, please. All right, love. So there's potential for real love here, Capricorn, if it doesn't already exist. Unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. Okay, beautiful. And wedding rings. And there's potential for union, Capricorn. Union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. So there is something really powerful here. And look, we get paradise. This may be the one, Capricorn. Happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So you too, you really might have, you might have found your person, or they're in the process of finding you, coming towards you here. And, that King of Wands, he's in a victory pose. And this is something that, whether you know it or not, you've certainly been manifesting. All right, so let's keep going. Let's see, what is this person's very next actions towards my Capricorns? Temperance energy. So kind of holding back, finding balance, seeing things from a higher perspective. They're still feeling a little bit stuck though. Six of Swords in reverse. Now this can be somebody coming back around to you as well. Getting something off of their chest though. They are going to bite the bullet. They're going to get something off their chest. Devil energy, because they are obsessed with you. It's like, oh, they just want this new beginning with you. So the Six of Coins can be them making it up to you, Capricorn. Or, this is one of my dating cards, asking you out like on a real date finally. All right, so let's go to the quiet truth. Is there anything else that my Capricorns need to know here? Ooh, I just saw 1111. Is there anything else my Capricorns here need to know? Is there anything else my Capricorns here need to know, please, Spirit? Something here is non-committal. Yeah, and I mean, we see that this person doesn't quite know how to come around to you, or how to come towards you. And in that sense, I don't get that they're a player, or that there's other options, or they don't know what they want. I kind of just feel like they're not committed to just opening up just yet. All right, this feels one-sided for a reason. So we did see this person potentially acting cold and a little bit avoidant, not really showing their true feelings. I don't think that's going to last. And the pattern is the message. So you do want to pay attention to consistency and patterns within this relationship. But most likely you've seen like this person is somebody who's reliable, or somebody who's friendly, somebody who always lights up when you come in the room, that type of energy. And then obviously patterns are important to pay attention to for those of you where this is, like a long-term connection. And you can close this thought loop, so you don't have to overthink this, Capricorn. Let them overthink it. They're coming towards you. And just make sure you ground before you interpret their next actions, or, their next messages here. All right, my lovely Capricorns, I'm going to leave it here. Sending you love and light. Take care.